Hey folks, it's your man Manny, and I'm here with this young gentleman, and we're just gonna do a short video doing a remote collar introduction video with this puppy. You're gonna hear the sound. Yeah, that's the sound of me doing the vibrate on the remote. And this is just a short video doing an introduction with this pup for mom and dad so they can practice when they get him home. Okay, so I tap the vibrate button and I give him food. The big thing about the remote collar that people misunderstand is how important it is that you condition the dog to simply understand that the remote collar means food. So just tapping that button and giving him food is how I'm going to help him understand that the remote collar, it tells him how to do the right thing. Good. Now, this dog happens to have a lot of engagement. His mom and dad have worked a lot with him on training, and he's great at doing stuff. People are going to ask, why are you going to the remote collar when he's so young, Eric? He's just a baby. Well, folks, this guy, first of all, we want to get him off leash trained as soon as possible because the other dog they have is off leash trained, and we want him to be able to run around off leash. But second of all, we're struggling with some crate issues, working on his downstays. Good. When nobody's around, having him calm down and just wait patiently. Mom and dad have to work. They have to deal with their life. And this guy was barking and stuff and going crazy when he's alone. I'll be honest, we have a full training facility here, many dogs to help us staff. And this was a lot for me and my team to handle. So if you've never struggled with a dog, that you can't put them in a crate enough to contain them when you're not working with them. And when you're not working with them, they tend to get into things or they're getting too razzed up with your other dog. You don't understand the struggle. The struggle is real. Good boy. Good. So I'm not naming any commands yet. I'm literally just going to be like walking away from the bed, giving him food, walking over to the bed. Good. Giving him food, using the vibrate button. He comes over. Good. I give him food. I have a leash on to guide him gently in the right direction. Good. Now I'm tapping the button with the vibrate button so it's not too intense. If you hold the vibrate button down for some dogs, it can be too intense. So I'm just tapping this button here. Good boy. Now, when it comes to the leash work with him, we're not using food in his downstays. We're not using food much in his place command. Using food, and this is what the positive reinforcement people are not going to understand. Food is great for teaching new behaviors, for getting the dog to have a lot of enthusiasm. When you're trying to get the dog to hold commands for long periods of time and to calm down, food can create an issue when you have a dog that gets really excited around food. So with the leash and his downs, we're not using food. With the remote collar, vibrate, we're using food again for everything. There's a process. Use a lot of food, layer in the leash, and use the food, and then fade the food out. Keep using the leash, and it's the same thing. Use the food, use the remote with the food and the leash, and then fade the food out and just be using your remote and your verbal command. Now, ideally, I should be marking every time good, but I'm trying to film a video on YouTube for mom and dad and work with the dog at the same time. Good. Place. Good. Let's go. Good. Place. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Place. Good. Now watch if I add in the leash, he'll do it a lot quicker. Let's go. Good. Place. Good. 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 That's it. That's the session. I actually stop a session right there. I end on a high note. I end when the dog's doing well. I end when the dog wants to train more. You could see the dog's coming around. Hey, man, can I train more? Can I train more? When I'm doing new stuff, especially, I want the dog, hey, I need more. I need more. Yeah, of course, at some point, I'm going to push the dog through different exercises, and the dog's going to be like, oh my God, I'm exhausted. And I'm going to have to say, yeah, I know this is preparing you for real life. Sometimes I'm exhausted and I still got to get up and take you for a pee. So, yeah, but initially, when I'm teaching new things, introducing new tools, new techniques for myself as well as the dog, I want to do really short sessions where I'm curious and I want to do it again. And the dog's curious and wants to do it again. Good Muppet, huh? So, yeah, this is Stanley uh, Bernadoodle that came to us with, typical doodle behaviors. And the issue was a lot of times when we don't have the ability to contain the dog in the crate because they're stressed or they're freaking out in the crate, we have no other option. We leave the dog out all the time, and the dog has all these opportunities to practice doing stuff. The best consequence for unwanted behaviors is just say no and then put the dog away. But if you say no and put the dog away and then the dog goes crazy in the crate, you can't have the most consistent consequence. Okay. So this is my video of little baby Stanley. Check him out. If you watch the video longer than 10 seconds, you have more attention span than most people out there. And you're a great dog owner. Okay. We'll see you then. Take care.